Hi there, I'm Mario, and from August 20th to August 27th, I streamed my life non-stop for 7 days, and it was simultaneously one of the most fulfilling and destructive weeks of my life.
I actually didn't already watch it. Obviously,
as far as broadcasting
goes,
it's just like TV on the internet. And I think what it needs is to have something that's made for the medium.
This will replace television as we know it now.
In real life, streaming is a growing phenomenon where people live stream their everyday activities to the world. To begin my week, I met up with one of the most popular IRL streamers today, Asian Ed. What's the most money you've made in a single stream?
It's a 72-hour stream, like non-stop. We made like $28,000.
And he's donating all of his earnings to Mom.
IRL's pretty cool. I feel like people have been watching like TV and it just doesn't feel as genuine or real. So they just kind of want something that feels like more part of their life.
We're about ready to go live. I'd like you to do the honors of
live button? All right, right here. Press it once.
The stream's live. I don't know if anyone can see us. There are people chatting. All right, hold on. It's fascinating to think about how far technology and entertainment has evolved. I mean, I was just wearing this light live view streaming kit with unlimited IRL data on my back.
Bro, what a fucking dude, he fucking you're just fucking like what a fucking what's it called? Like not sellout, but like I don't know, just like a call out to the company, like unlimited IRL data. Clearly they fucking told him to say that, which is totally fine. But the videos goes no, the videos should be good. Yeah, my chat's kind of fucking laggy. I have no idea, but.
This tiny little box at the heart of it could transmit such high-quality footage in real time to viewers all around the world just to watch me. It actually makes me a little worried. Why? Just worried. I don't know what I might say or do. I feel like now I'm constantly being monitored. What are the challenges with IRL streaming?
It's like emotionally exhausting.
How many viewers you got?
Honestly,
get your work.
IRL streaming is definitely emotionally exhausting. He get that shit on the nail. Let me tell you. It's not just emotionally exhausting, it's mentally exhausting as well. It's not just streaming fucking video games and all this shit. But you guys know that. It's decent, right? The echo's not too bad. It's just like, you gotta stream, like, you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta drop yourself and make yourself a little bit vulnerable to your audience that you don't personally know. So basically, it ends up being thousands of people personally know you, but you don't know them. And it's fucking... It's weird, dog, like, and this shit fucking, it fucks with you sometimes.
Cut out for you.
IRL should be like the easiest job. You just like live your life and like you get paid money for it. But like there's so much more to it.
Definitely not. Definitely not as easy as, definitely not that easy at all. It's actually hard as fuck. Because it's not just streaming your life, there's way more to it than that.
Constantly feel pressure to entertain people. It's gonna be really stressful, but yeah.
So for 7 days, I need to find a way to entertain people.
Yeah.
121 watching.
Always feeling like getting watched sometimes kind of sucks too.
Yeah, it says don't say where you're eating, you'll get tons of calls.
Cover it again?
They know.
Why not stream in the hotel? I don't have a hotel, Josh. We checked out today because our flight said fucking early as hell in the morning. I can't tell you when.
I'm actually a fairly private.
It's like it's a red-eye flight, so.
So I already knew that one of my biggest challenges was going to be having no privacy for an entire week. The viewership is much harder than I thought it would be. When I was live, I basically didn't stop talking. Because with people watching, I always felt like I had to be on for them. I feel like I'm like completely lost in the world of IRL right now. Oh, I'm trying to get you guys to find a spot. Yes, Ariane, you're gonna watch me sleep in bed. If I can sleep knowing that people watching me.
It's true. You gotta talk nonstop, bro.
What? Okay, yes, we're gonna head into the office.
Hold on, my settings are a little bit. God damn, I'm using fucking one monitor. Hold on. So I know why the audio sounds like shit. It's gonna sound much fucking better now.
First time I brought the live view kit into the office, and people at work were definitely intrigued by it. Good morning, everyone.
People are actually really commenting a lot.
Yeah, very nice.
I just wanted a little attention. It seemed like a lot of people were getting attention over here.
This is so crazy. Yeah. Why am I so drawn into it? I don't even know.
I think there's something very addictive about the nature of IRL and its ephemeral quality. I mean, why do we post things on social media? We post pictures on Instagram because we want to get those likes, we want to get those comments, we want that affirmation. And with IRL, you get that in real time.
It's true.
I don't know how you get any work done this whole week.
As an IRL streamer, It's an IRL streamer. You need to be a little bit of a narcissist, unfortunately. Like, it's because, bro, it's all about a real-time validation.
That afternoon,
when you
I
do
brought in
something,
Brother Carlos,
you need that
an exorcist
validation
that
like that
creates
as a
work.
streamer
I
to
like
know if it's good or bad.
Blueberries?
Oh yeah, I eat blueberries all day long.
Brother Carlos has experience in live streaming himself, so I thought I'd pick his brain to see if there were any way he could help me.
I have already ministered for 12 hours, just to let you know.
You've done a 12-hour ministry?
Oh yeah, non-stop.
How can you physically do that without killing your voice?
It's supernatural, so I feel like God is blessing me so I can continue on without having to...
All right, if it sounds worse, I guess I'll just mute the desktop audio then. Let's just do that then.
You know, you have God on your side, and I'm wondering, can you bless me in any way for this week?
Father, I ask right now that you bless Arya, grant him energy so he can handle all his tasks and be a success in what he is doing this week.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. And of course, to keep viewers entertained, I brought in a couple of ghost hunters I know.
I just eat blueberries all day long.
To join him in some live stream exorcisms.
Surface now, devils, in Jesus' mighty name. Come up to the surface. Come up to the surface right now. Come out in Jesus' name. I'm commanding you, pelvic bones, hip bones, adjust.
And once again, just seeing that live chat fly as viewers are entertained, it just gives this unique rush.
He's God's creation, God's child. You take your nasty dirty hands off of him.
What the
But
fuck
throughout
is going
all
on
of
in this
this,
video?
though,
What is he talking
there was
about?
one name that viewers just kept bringing up. It seemed every 5 minutes,
right.
someone was
Chat.
telling me to go meet Ice Poseidon. Go see Ice. So they keep wanting me to go see a big streamer tomorrow. His name's Ice Poseidon. Visit
Bro,
Ice.
is that even a real
I don't think I'm gonna visit
chat?
Ice today. I'm gonna visit Ice Poseidon tomorrow. Though.
Are you actually visiting?
But some of you might be wondering, who the hell is Ice Poseidon?
Trouble on the tarmac as an American Airlines flight is grounded for a bomb
Why is this
threat.
the
An
first thing they
online
use?
personality, somebody who streams video online, says it was a bomb threat and it was a prank. He says he was the target.
So someone pretended to be you, called in, and said, I have a bomb.
Yeah.
Paul Danino, otherwise known as Ice Poseidon, is arguably one of the most successful IRL streamers in the
No,
world.
I'm just a 5K
A lightning
dog.
rod of controversy known for pushing the boundaries of IRL. Paul single-handedly built the CX network, a channel of IRL streamers for his community of followers known as the Purple Army. And at the behest
Bro,
of
they
many,
censor it, dude.
many
They
viewers,
censor the
on Wednesday
Reddit.
afternoon, my friends Alex and Cedro and I set out to meet him.
I know my chat's hella delayed right now. I
We're
don't
going
know
to see
why.
Ice right now. We got some KFC for him.
The only slight issue was that while we had his address, he had no idea we were coming. How confident are you guys that you actually were going to meet him? But once again, that's the power of IRL.
Press 1 in the chat.
Chat is
Let me see this, how bad it is.
Chat managed to find a way to let him know we were headed over.
Phineas, bro.
Fantastic. Thank you, Phineas.
Phineas in there.
I believe is this the correct one?
This is it.
Bro, you just
Shortly
doxed my
after.
address.
Okay.
To your 17 million followers. I mean, I guess fuck it, dude, but.
We were face to face.
Thank you for having us over.
It doesn't really look like I have a choice, right?
My chat with Paul was unlike any interview I'd ever done. Normally, an interviewee tends to filter themselves on camera. But not him.
I think BuzzFeed makes a lot of videos where they talk out of their ass. It's like social justice warrior, but like on another level.
He will
That's a bad delay,
self-admittedly
whatever.
say and do things to get a reaction out of people on and off stream. So in many ways, Paul is the physical embodiment of online trolling culture. And because of that, his streams and many other IRL streams tend to attract viewers from that realm.
So a troll, from somebody who doesn't know anything about the troll, it's gonna look really bad.
For sure.
Like people, if I talk about Donald Trump, an outsider might be like, oh, you're a troll.
Why do you need to put
Why the fuck
subtitles
are
on
you
me?
using Internet Explorer? I bet your homepage is also beat. I'm really disappointed in
It's a
you.
culture that
I would
definitely
probably
stands
have
in
to charge
stark
back this
contrast.
I
information
know, I'm using Internet Explorer.
Fuck Internet Explorer.
I know, well, I just a new laptop, so. First of all, why the fuck did you, not only did they dox me, but they put subtitles on me too. Like I'm a fucking animal, dude.
To the values and ideology of a company like BuzzFeed and its audience. So this encounter was like a strange meeting between two polar ends of the internet landscape.
I don't care what the outsiders think about me. As long as my community isn't actually serious in a lot of the shit they say, and it's all just trolls, I'm okay with it. Now, there are some people on Reddit or whatever that I can tell are like actually fucking racist or actually saying some hateful shit. I'll ban those people.
IRL is rooted in a side of the internet we don't typically dive into. And so that's why it was important for me to get that experience. Because while it would be easy for us to label all IRL viewers as just online trolls, there's something more to it. You know, beneath all that trolling, there must be a genuine reason why they keep tuning in, right?
My developer put your channel on the CX network.
Before I left, Paul decided to put me on the CX network, meaning that his community would have regular access to my stream.
Now you really get to experience what it's like to be a streamer. Streaming with a couple hundred viewers is fun. Streaming with a couple thousand viewers is stressful.
So as the week was already beginning to wear away at me, I was now faced with the added pressure of having to cater to an audience of hundreds, if not thousands, more than I ever thought I would. The next morning, I woke up to almost 300 viewers tuned in just to watch me sleep. And the anxiety of feeling a need to be performative in front of all these viewers really began to get to me.
That is an anxiety that I used to have when I first started streaming. I don't really have that anxiety anymore. I've gotten fucking over it, to be honest. Like, if I go live, I just come to the conclusion people just are there to see me. They're there to just see the fucking stream. And sometimes the shit's not going to be fucking content, but you know what I mean? That's something that the viewers, you know, expect sometimes, I feel. It's all about what kind of expectations you build as a streamer for to your viewers. So that's why it's like, you know what I mean? I still get that anxiety, but it's not as major as it used to be.
I wanted to bring in someone who has experience being in the public eye. So, as one does, I brought in Lucy Hale, talented actress and singer known for her role in Pretty Little Liars.
Who the fuck is Lucy Hale? Lucy Hale? Who the fuck is this chick? Just some random actress who's used to being in the public eye. It's not, you're not in the fucking public eye as an IRL streamer. It's a little bit different.
That is Aria.
It makes me a little nervous when things are live. Yeah. Anything could happen.
When you're out and you know people might be watching you, do you ever feel like you have to be on in a certain way?
I am aware that there are more eyes on me, but I try to not let it affect me, if that makes sense. I'm always just trying to be like authentically myself. And like sometimes maybe I'm like charming and funny, but I'm not all the time. Like,
well, I think you're a delight.
I think you're a delight.
Dude, she looks like my ex-girlfriend, Emily.
You know what?
Aria and Aria.
We can agree on that, Aria and Aria.
But for as much as Lucy and I were getting along,
I love the bootleg. I really do.
The thing in the back of my mind was content. Content. It's a message that IRL streamers will often receive when viewers want to see something new or fun. And so I thought if they want content, I'll give them and my coworkers some content.
That's all about
How do you think we're doing? I think we're doing really well.
I think we've really nailed it.
They're being very selective on the messages here. They're being very, that was loud. They're being very selective on the messages, like what they choose in the chat here. It's very,
Wait.
very one-sided. Like they should just show all the messages in the chat room raw.
Did you pay these people to come get in our line for the live stream?
I think everyone's just excited to see me here.
Yeah, obviously.
How'd you like the lemonade stand?
It was great. Teenage Key was standing over Lucy Hale.
This has been a really interesting day. I honestly didn't know what we were doing, and you pleasantly surprised me.
But even after Lucy left, I felt this pressure to keep entertaining all these viewers. So I just kept that content coming. This is a 7-Eleven mukbang. I paid $22 for this.
So you paid $22 too much.
Or you $5 if you just put on an eyeliner and leave it on.
Hold it. Content. Oh Jesus, you went excessive. I was hooked.
The comments they put on the screen is so funny, dude. It's just so selective.
I was beginning to build very real relationships with my viewers and wanted them to keep watching.
Stop watching your own stream.
There are like some people that are just keeping watching.
There have other people that have been here since day one. And looking back, I didn't realize just how much of a toll it was starting to take on me.
Here, I'll move this way from you. Why? See what you're doing to people? I know, I'm sorry.
We were having dinner at a Thai restaurant when we saw that 1,000 people were just watching us eat.
Wait, what are 1,000 people?
You know, that could make you uncomfortable after a while, obviously, but I mean, who gives a shit? You'll start to get used to it as a streamer. The thing that's really gonna make everyone uncomfortable is the people around you.
I saw it was only 50 people. You look like exhausted.
And it's then that I finally realized just how crazy this experience was becoming.
Hey man, I think your brother's on the phone.
No, I'm so sorry. We're streaming. Someone's calling. If they're one of those calls, please ignore them. It's the middle of my challenge, and I'm definitely exhausted.
Honestly, okay, I see this in the chat all the fucking time. Why don't you try to work construction? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like, it's not about that, dude. It's like, yeah, construction's fucking harder. Like, my friend Chico, back when I lived in Florida, did construction. He's a little Guatemalan dude. He fucking did construction. And he brought me to work sometimes with him, so I can get, I'd get paid like a little bit extra money under the table to go help him out with shit. And, it sucks. Like, I fucking hated it, dude. Like, building, like, shit. Like, not really, I didn't really build anything. I just would, like, take out nails and shit. Like, just do little petty shit like that, but it sucked. And, streaming's not, like, as physically demanding as something like construction, obviously, but it's mentally exhausting is what that's where it gets to you.
Getting definitely burnt out.
But little did I know what was still to come.
Another day, another stream.
Some people.
I had a meeting Friday morning, so I gave the stream to Julissa for an hour.
Julissa? That's her
my
name. She looks like a
bringing in
Julissa.
All kinds of viewers. That's when the full brunt of IRL's toxicity came to the surface.
Whoa.
They say nasty shit. Yeah, they're.
Bro. Okay. Listen, Arya, you're fucking awesome, dude. But dude, the comments that you're selecting is like such. If it's supposed to be real journalism, just show the chat raw at that time. Don't like handpick fucking shit that you want to handpick at certain times,
Rude as hell. I don't care.
You see, while I had been able to keep the trolls at bay, unfortunately, with me now out of the picture, the trolls saw an opportunity and took it.
Bro! What, dude?
And while these weren't my regular viewers, and there were other viewers saying positive things, I have to acknowledge that is truly the dark side of IRL.
Bro, oh my god, come on. Listen, Arya, dude, you know that's the dark side of the entire internet, not just IRL, dude. Literally just, come on, bro. You just totally cherry-picked messages and then showed, like, your black friends on the video. Dude, that is cherry-picking, like, to a T. Come on. Because you know that even when you were streaming, dude, I was reading your chat. They were fucking roasting you, too.
I'm over this.
When is he done?
That's the one thing I think you should be scared of. If, like, the chat is getting a little bit, trolly and, like, potentially toxic, that could reflect on you, and your coworkers might be like, damn, this is the kind of thing that you...
Bro, he's making me look like some evil mastermind.
...created and manifested.
Oh my god, Arya, first of all, these people are the worst people I've ever been in contact with.
Who are your followers? For me, it was more that I chose to sign up to be exposed to all this, but my coworkers didn't. And I remember feeling just so...
This is a lot to do for 7...
I'm like Darth Vader over here, dude. I'm like, yes, Arya, remember what I told you about the trolls. Soon your friends will start to hate you, and just remember who told you this.
7 days, Arya.
By that point, I think it was apparent to everyone around me, including my manager, that the week was hitting me hard.
Next week, if you want to take like a day or something, just say like catch up. I know this has been like really tiring, so I want you to be able to feel rested too.
I really appreciate that.
Hello. ASMR.
Who the fuck is this guy?
They like that kind of stuff. They love that shit. I don't get it.
This is Alex. Alex is Nando.
Alex Weiss, a YouTuber, came along with us that afternoon, and I was...
Alex Weinstein? What did he say?
I feel like you really have to...
Wise.
Put a lot of energy into live streams.
Yeah, you do.
You're all like cracked out right now.
We decided to go to
that's the
Petco
Adderall
to pick
I
up
gave
a
him.
hamster to
If you're gonna be a
surprise one of our
streamer, you gotta take
coworkers. I was
Adderall.
just zoned out.
She looks like Arya, like really tired.
But then, of course, there was more drama because the coworker wasn't at the office. And then we were pulled aside because for some reason, we used the company card to buy the hamster.
No!
Yes. I was just so stressed out. I was running on fumes, and now we had to go all the way back to Petco during rush hour to return and repurchase the hamster. Not to mention that I also felt terrible for the hamster for having to go through all this.
Guys, Arya is
a
actually
company card to buy a fucking hamster, dude.
And even though it was all okay in the end, I was just physically and mentally wiped out.
Arya, serious question. Do you regret making this video?
and I still had 3 days to go.
Day 5, homie. Come on. It's only day 5.
After sleeping in for most of Saturday, that night, Nando wanted to go out. And I thought, since I'd relaxed a bit, sure, I'll go. And that was just a terrible decision. Because mentally and physically, I was still just not in the right place to be socializing.
Why is Aria ignoring us?
And at this point, the live stream was definitely affecting my relationships with my friends and coworkers, not wanting to be on stream.
Let me tell you something, Aria, and anyone else who's watching this. If you want to be an IRL streamer, definitely prepared to be alone after a while, okay? Because he's right. A lot of people around you, if they're not into this live streaming thing, if they're not either leeches or just people who understand, you're going to be alone. You're going to be lonely because most normal people don't want to deal with the live stream shit. Trust me. So, you know what I mean? If you're an IRL streamer, I definitely recommend you're somebody who can deal with being alone a lot more often.
Or not wanting me to stream. That's terrifying.
No!
Look away.
Because the viewers are now going to be the new relationship that you build. And you're not going to be able to have very good relationships with anyone else besides your viewers. I mean, maybe that's just with me, but I don't know.
And so I was caught in a very uncomfortable situation between my friends and my viewers. What would you rather do?
I just want you to not look at your phone.
And I wasn't going to turn off the stream with just a couple of days left to go.
No, fuck
I just
that.
kept thinking to myself, why did I come out? I'm out right now. If I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be sleeping right
That's
now.
a bad mentality. That's what I used to do when I first started streaming. Don't go out for content. Go out if you want to have fun. Because, like, that's going to be content in the end.
I mean, there's only so many times I could deal with getting called out for having the stream with me. Like, you hate the stream. I get it.
You doing all right? You're almost done.
I was just so drunk.
Let me reiterate it. Sorry, I keep pausing the video. Let me reiterate it. You can have relationships with people while you're an IRL streamer. 100%. I'm just saying that I just haven't been very good at it myself from, you know, personal experience. So it's definitely a hard thing to juggle, okay? Imagine having a bipolar friend. Imagine your best friend of 10 years ended up turning bipolar. That is not going to be an easy relationship to juggle along with your other friends. Because let's say he's your roommate too. That's basically what it is. Your Siamese twin is like bipolar or something. That's kind of like, it's going to make everything else around you a little bit harder, but it's manageable if you do it right.
And it was obvious. My brother, who was watching the stream, even called me to tell me I should go home.
And yes, I'm calling all you motherfuckers in the chat bipolar.
Yeah, I'm gonna head home in a bit. I even got some text from Asian Andy, who had also been watching. And while my friends were still joking around and thinking it was the viewers making me feel off, that wasn't the case.
Look me in the eyes. What is going on right now in your heart? No, look me in the eyes. Stop looking at this. Look me in the eyes. Are you sad? I'm fine. Okay. Give me an answer.
That wasn't good eye contact, though.
I'm not good at vocalizing my feelings because I never want to feel like I'm a burden on other people. And so I could have been a lot clearer. But I just felt like my friends, my coworkers, they just didn't get what I was going through.
No, of course they don't get it. They feel bad for you?
Yeah.
No, they don't get it.
Did.
You think Fernando understands anything about live streaming? No, of course not, dude. Having a relationship with your viewers in real time constantly is going to be a lot different than having a relationship with people who are socially, I don't know, like, what the fucking word is, but, like, socially, like, they act like socially acceptable in public, you know what I mean? There's a huge difference, because the internet is not, they don't act socially acceptable, nor should they, so it's different. And once again,
because
the selective
these people
comments.
saw more of me that week than anyone else did.
Oh,
so they
come
could tell
on,
how
dude.
uncomfortable of a situation I was in.
She's not there, man. You care about Aria.
I really began to realize just how much of an effect these digital strangers could have on me. And while I wasn't ultimately worried about my
You gotta
friends
remember
because I knew we'd be okay
that
once
Nando
the
said
stream
it.
was done, I was still left asking myself, did I really want to say goodbye to my viewers?
No, it's hard, dog.
The next day, after getting some much-needed rest, to gain some fresh perspective, I met up with Sweet Erin, a female IRL streamer.
What attracted me to this whole thing is the Wild West aspect of live streaming. It's literally like an uncultivated land.
That's true.
Where anything can happen, and the uncertainty of it is what makes it simultaneously thrilling as well as shocking. Doing my streams forced me to confront parts of myself that I didn't want to.
That's true.
It's like virtual therapy where you have a mirror up to yourself and you have to either change, grow up, or run away from who
thanks,
you are.
Aria.
And you bring people along the journey with you who will either love you or hate you, but it's worth it in the end when you really impact people's lives in a positive, happy way and you give people hope that they too can accept themselves more. To me, that's what it is. It's a real, authentic expression of human life.
I think it'd be ignorant to say if IRL is good or bad. It's, much like the rest of the internet, nebulous and blurry. You can see the very worst of the internet.
If I'm showing where the fuck I am on livestream, then it's completely fine to swat a fucking plane. You're delusional.
But there's also potential for so much good.
Got a donation for you. Here you go.
Who are you? Who are you? Cho? You know me?
Thank you, Carl, for your streams. It's because of your help that you've done through my life.
Oh wow, thank you. I think it's a real cure for people who have social problems, like depression or like anxiety.
Because I have like the same kind of condition as you, kind of.
Autism?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being there watching me, because I don't have real life friends. When you guys talk with me, I feel happy.
That final night, my viewers convinced me to turn on text-to-speech, a feature used by IRL streamers where people can donate money along with a message to be played aloud. I remember bracing myself for a lot of inappropriate messages. But I wasn't ready for some of the ones I actually got.
Well, let's hear it, Aria.
Your stream was the best thing out of my week, Aria. Thank you for putting your life on pause for this video. Thanks for being you, Aria.
Oh yeah, right. They did not donate that. They do. I don't believe this. I feel like maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never gotten a donation while I was sleeping saying I love you, thank you. That typically those donations come when you're awake and aware. Typically, Shrek ear rape is what I'm hearing instead while I'm sleeping.
You actually are what more streamers should be like. You're awesome. Thanks. Don't forget us. I get the feeling.
I don't want to like call out anything, but I just don't believe that those donations happened while he was sleeping unless they were scripted donations. I just don't believe it. Because I just know how people think when they don't. Like I think I'm pretty experienced as a streamer to know like when people donate certain things, and they just don't. They're not going to donate something like that while you're sleeping. They're going to wait until you wake up and you can actually like react to it, you know?
You are going to move on from streaming and go back to your previous routines. That last donation was right. We are a family now. Don't abandon us. Hope you realize we are more than just content for an article or video. Hope you can see us as a friend.
I was surprised by how bittersweet
if it was the last day, then it makes sense, yeah.
I don't think my coworkers understood it. They just saw it as really for me, for them.
It's last day at 4:30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm right or wrong. I mean, it's if it was the last day, then that does make sense. Still, while he's sleeping, it's a little bit just a weird time to donate. I feel.
Jesus, we can have our Aria back.
Yeah. But I don't think they understood how hard it would be for me because this was a really unique experience you had to live to get.
No, Pasta Theory, your heart shouldn't break. Yeah, I'll miss you too.
Most streamers don't do a non-stop week-long stream, but because I did, my viewers saw every side of me in a way I don't think most people truly have.
I wonder if when it's over, you're gonna get a sense of like loneliness.
You know, you're a national streamer, you know that?
Are you gonna continue it?
Finally, just both stream and job. Will you be streaming going forward? Are you gonna keep streaming after today?
People kept asking me if I'd still stream every now and then.
We're heading into the final stretch, guys.
And if they'd asked me that a week prior, my answer would have been easy.
It's been a road. And this goodbye is actually harder than I thought it'd be. yeah, I just want to say thank you for this experience. Thank you for watching. But if he'd ask me now if I'd ever go back into the crazy world of IRL, will I live stream again?
Hey, I got goosebumps now. That was pretty good. Like, honestly, that was good. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm actually amazed. That was a really well put together video. I can applaud that. That was, I mean, I was calling out stuff, like, to be funny and whatever, some bullshit. But for the most part, that was pretty good. He didn't talk bad about, like, he was very, like, not one-sided, you know? He talked about the good and he talked about the bad. He talked about both. And he brought up some really good points about, you know, loneliness or just, you know, interacting with your viewers versus, like, your real life friends and, like, all this other shit. So, really good fucking video.